They could have gone for a force buy, but again, they would have been somewhat lacking in utility. They've actually gone for a super weird buy. Again, this reminds me of something we saw from Virtus Pro once on the T side of Cash, where they had AWP onto Pasha and pretty much no other weapons, and they managed to make it work. I told you about what Simple could do previously on this map. They've got Simple on the AK, the rest of the team on Tech 9s.
And this is really cool as well, because Liquid, they really respect each other, and Simple, importantly, I think respects every player on the lineup, and that's been an issue in the past. And you can see they're like, okay, Simple, you're the man right now, and he's got the timing as well to get in there for a fast drag. And Dennis does not have an AWP, but it looks like Simple will get smoked off, so he can't really use that timing through middle. And ooh, the run boost coming in, and look at that angle, very fine tuned stuff. Finds the legs, he goes down. Flusher is going to find a straight bullet straight to the face of JDM, and they're trying to commit in here, but again, shut down on this A bomb site. But it's not over yet. Simple is still alive.
And he's versus 3, double peak coming in, almost a triple, and his plan, the plan for Simple to be the can opener isn't going to work. The can stays firmly closed. Those beans will have a long sell-by date, so perhaps he could open them on a later round. 11 to 11, we have the buy coming out. Simple manages to get the AK and the armor, so it's a very calculated decision here, and it's managed to work. Simple's back on the AK. He doesn't have many grenades, he's got a smoke, but it doesn't really matter. You want him shooting people in the face.
I think this has been an issue for Liquid in a lot of these rounds, the way they've managed their economy previously. They haven't always had the best amount of grenades, or in situations where they do, again, as I mentioned, they don't lead themselves with enough nades to finish the plan, and I think that's a problem, and it might give them some false results as well.
Simple is over towards B now, and again, this is obviously normally Hiko's going to be lurking towards B, but Simple harassing B is a massive thing, or it can be. Moving away now, while some of the numbers are over towards Squeaky, JW bouncing into position as well. But again, Simple harassing over towards B can be very successful. He's just re-smoking it now, so if you're in go to B, you might want to keep an eye on him. Flusher, I don't know what he's doing there. He's, well, I've got no explanation for that. Either way, he's going to lose half his life through the door. Minute 13 here for Team Liquid to play with.
That said, Hiko's going to lose half his life through the door as well, so all is fair, it would seem. But it's going to be a pretty nice defense here. If there is to be an attack from Liquid onto the A bomb side, Fnatic look very confident. They've got 3 players that can quickly respond to that. It's actually towards B storage, where they've given up a lot of space towards the checkers position. Fnatic have only 2 players just stuck on the bomb site, which is quite vulnerable to these set pieces. That's one of the best ways to attack around like this. But how do they discover that? Most teams will try to use grenades to force that setup, then to use the set piece to punish it. But Team Liquid have just taken up middle. They don't have a lot of information right now, but they are getting close to this next split, and they're going for it. Dennis comes in, and that is 3 massive kills. And what is left now for Liquid after the dust settles? They've lost the bomb. JDM and Hiko with 25 seconds to recover it. This is absolute madness. Liquid, surely there is not a way to come back into this round.
That is outstanding timing from Dennis. The short smoke comes in, the lack of warning for the A players. Dennis comes in, just wrecks absolutely everyone. Hiko collecting a second AWP now, trying to escape. Flusher surely hears him, but the door's been closed, so maybe they can save both weapons. But that is a veritable disaster for the Liquid side. Their loss bonus continues though. Hiko going for the no-scope, he can't save the weapon, and neither can JDM. They both go down.
After time.
Oh dear.
That's really bad.
That's a free round for Fnatic.
Yeah, JDM's on $150, Hiko's on $1,400. They receive no loss bonus as a T player dying after time. That is very, very good for Fnatic, let's put it that way.
It's a modern tragedy, Dan. Yeah. Somebody writes a poem.
And I have to say, there is so much grit and determination from both sides, so much heart coming in from both teams into this match. Both of them trying to grind it out at the moment.
Simple's going for it again, AK and armor. It seems they're trying to change things up and just go for the raw peaks with Simple. Again, he is a hyper dangerous AK player, and Fnatic now, it's their turn to not give him the opportunities to open things up. Some deagles here and there, but really it's down to Simple to get something done in this round. But nobody, especially in the middle area, seems, I mean, he was over towards B in the previous rounds. He saw some plays moving into checkers area, but then a smoke came down. Lots of time was wasted. Tried to rotate the AK in the meantime, didn't work out for him. Now he's in mid, and they're just not serving themselves up until Dennis wants to.
Absolutely, and Dennis, he will do whatever he wants so far. He's been having a really amazing series, to be honest. He's been one of the MVPs for sure for Fnatic, and we're going to see now the assault from Liquid. There's a lot of weapons here, actually, in the form of Deagles and an AK, so maybe there's hope to pick up a kill, but maybe not. Looks like, actually, as I say that, Simple will find that pinpoint shot off Watermeister, removing him, but Crims is still on the bomb site. He seems to be a permanent fixture, but finally, he will be dismantled there as Hiko comes in with the headshot on the Deagle, and there is now an opportunity potentially for Hiko, but the bomb he has to cross back for the bomb. This is a huge problem, and he can't get anything done. Dennis will take him down. 13-11 now as Liquid try to find a way back in this one, and I have to say that one thing I've noticed from Fnatic is they're actually abandoning checkers very easily. They're playing very passively on the B bomb site. If Liquid realize this, they can actually exploit that. That's, I think, something that they can easily just, if they have the execute, because that's what Fnatic are essentially telling them. We want to force you to run the set piece. Yeah, well, they were giving it up easily, but now Fnatic are rocking 2 orbs, which means angles are going to be held. Olofmeister going over towards B. Flusher's going for his dodgy angle in middle. This angle's really cool from Flusher if you're watching on GoTV. He doesn't look towards the opening in mid or the boost. He waits for people to cross over towards the vent without them thinking, well, with them thinking that nobody is in the mid area. He catches so many people off guard with that angle. It can really be effective for his side. You see the initial nades coming in now, so he can raise the alarm to his teammates, keep an eye on highway, I'm not covering it, and then they can have a nice CT hold. How will Liquid respond? Response is coming with that A split. It would appear already the movement will appear first in middle before there is presence from A main and Squeaky Door, which is where the other 2 players are coming in with the bomb. And here it is now. JW's going to throw down the nade. This is going to get very awkward very quickly for him. He's going to be able to take down Alicia's. Flusher stuck behind the smoke. JW with no support, with seemingly nowhere to go. He's going to find a door. He's going to shut that so he can just be safe for moments longer. Coming in at the perfect timing. Oh, the grenade will be denied and the bomb will be collected. But Flusher comes in, trying to capitalize in all of the desperation, all of the chaos, but it is Liquid who might have a chance now. This looks good for them. Crims getting taken down, leaving